What's going on, Cam?
Hey, Mitch. Not much, man. How are you?
Hey, doing all right. We're back. It's been a little bit, but work schedules and crazy appointments and all kinds of junk just kind of kept us away from the mics. So, but I'm glad to be back.
Yes.
I hope you are.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that time of the year. Life picks back up. Summer starts to end. School starts. Everyone gets back into a rhythm, and now we've finally gotten back into ours.
And autumn is right around the corner.
Amen. Hallelujah. I love it.
October is just a month away.
It's just a month
away. Yeah.
Yeah, my birthday's in 10 days, which I'm not excited about because that means I'm getting older.
My birthday is in 25 days, 26 days. Yeah.
Look at us, fall boys.
Yep. October 1st for me. What's the date for yours? 15th?
Yep, September 15th.
Yeah, right on. So, all right. Well, we do have an Apple event to talk about coming up next week. We've got a little new spin on our predictees this time, so we'll get to that here in just a minute. But Cam, I sent you a message about being on the phone with Spectrum again this morning. So,
and I purposely didn't respond because I wanted to hear it here first.
So, those of you who have been listening to the ongoing Odyssey, I'm going to apologize for the quick recap, but for those who haven't been part of this journey that I've been on, I'll give you a quick recap. So about, it would have been like the end of June, I think. I called Spectrum because I was canceling my TV service. I didn't feel like we really needed it anymore. I had some better options. I could get it cheaper. Or get what I needed for cheaper. And so they offered me a really good deal, $105 for cable and internet. And it was good for a year. And I thought, great. Well, my next bill came and it wasn't on that bill. So I called and said, what the heck? The lady that I talked to said, oh, I'm sorry. We can't do that deal. It's going to have to be $150. So I said, okay, great. Cancel my service. And she got a little snippy and got a little hard to deal with. And then she says, do you want your service on for the rest of the month or you want me to cancel it today? So I made an assumption here that apparently was not the right assumption to make, which I found out this morning. But I told her, go ahead and cancel it today. I don't need it the rest of the month. I'm going to do another thing. I want to save some money, whatever. Well, the bill never changed. The bill never adjusted. My wife sent in the money for the internet service that we still owed them. And we start getting nasty grams from them that we are past due on our payment of about $140, $144, I think, or something like that. And so I told my wife, I was like, I'm just going to have to call them and find out what's going on with this because this is ridiculous. So I call them this morning. Oh, we don't prorate your bill if you cancel in the middle of your month. I'm sorry. What? So I have service that I didn't get, that I didn't use.
You have to pay for. Yeah.
I had 3 or 4 days of service for the month, and now I'm paying for the entire month because this lady didn't say to me, oh, well, you're going to end up paying for the whole month. Are you sure you want to cancel today? No, she got snippy and said, fine, and literally canceled it that minute because I'm sitting in front of the TV and all of a sudden the TV went black. And, by the way, they have not asked me to return any of my equipment yet. I thought I'd get an email or a letter or the lady would say it on the phone, but I still have all their equipment. So maybe they don't want it back, but I use a cable card in a TiVo. So they may not want it back. They may not even care about that, but long story short, Spectrum is awful. I'm probably going to be switching to the Frontier internet in town here when I can. But I got to do some research and make sure that they've got reliable service because they just laid a whole bunch of fiber in town here. And from looking at the internet, looking at their website, I put in my zip code and everything. I can actually get gigabyte internet here for $70 a month. And to me, that's less than I'm paying with Spectrum, and I'm getting 300 megabits. So if I can get a gigabit for less than I'm paying for 300 megabits, that seems like a pretty good deal to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, that math checks out.
and I'm not sharing it with everybody in the neighborhood either, where, the fiber is more like direct to home as opposed to, Spectrum kind of has one source in the area and then everybody shares it. So that 300 megabit service, I get like 90 of. So I don't know. I don't know how their math works. Cable math is weird. So, and I think we have the show title. Cable math is weird. All right. But anyway, we are here to do a show about Apple, and I'm trying to find my cursor here. There we go. I got it on 3 different monitors, and I wasn't sure where it was. Thank goodness for the shake to enlarge feature. You remember that that feature that they added a few times back here? So nice. Anyway. All right, hold on just 1 second. I'll have to edit this out of the show. Where am I typing this? Okay. Cable math is weird. All right. So we want to get into our Apple predictees, or our September event predictees.
Yes, please.
You ready to rock? All right, let's hit the sounder. All right, so we're going to do this a little differently this time. I was thinking about this, and I'm like, everybody does like a regular draft, or they do like different variations of, oh, here's a pick that I have. Here's a point value, so I thought I'd shake it up a little bit this time and have a little fun with this. And what we're going to do is we're going to make 5 picks apiece, 5 regular picks and 1 Buck Wild pick between the two of us. And then we're going to go through the picks, and we're each going to give the pick a point value, but we only have, does 20 points sound about right?
Sure.
We'll
try to go crazy with it.
Okay, so we'll do 20 points that we have banked. Each one of us will have 20 points that we can spend on whichever picks we want to spend them on, but we can only put a max of 5 points on a pick. So what that does is that if there's one like kind of for sure thing that we think is going to definitely happen, we don't just put our whole 20 points on that one thing. But it should be fun. We'll have a little bit of fun with this, I think, today. And I have no idea what I'm going to do at this point. I do have my picks in the document, but we'll see. We'll have a little conversation. We'll talk, and then we can grade our points on the next show. So, all right. Well, you ready?
Yes.
All right. I'll go ahead and start. My first pick here is all iPhones will have at least 5 times optical zoom. So that tetraprism zoom. My prediction is that something similar to that, or that thing, will come to the regular iPhones this year, and not just be on the iPhone Pro Max. I don't even think it was on the iPhone Pro last year. So that 5 times optical zoom will come to all iPhones.
Bold strategy.
And as I say that, I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, you didn't start out with the layup, that's for sure.
No.
Would it be cool if this happened? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it going to happen? We'll see.
Yep. All right, what's your pick,
right,
sir?
My pick is that the iPhone 16 has, and I'm going to say Pro here just to hedge my bets a little bit.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah, it has a new capture button. And the rumors are that this is going to be on the right side of the phone, beneath the power button. So you've got the volume buttons and the action button on the left, and this is supposed to be direct to the camera. And theoretically, it's supposed to have like other features built into it as well. So like if you go like this, you rub it like top to bottom, it'll zoom in or zoom out. Which that I don't know about that part. That feels like it'd be weird, but having a dedicated capture button on the phone, which is interesting because you can do that with the action button. So I think it's interesting that they're theoretically adding this. Because again, you could also just have the camera on your home. So anyways, I don't know, but that's the thing. That's the thing I heard, and it sounds fun. So why not go with that?
Why not? All right. My next pick is Pro phones will have larger displays. So this has been rumored. I think it's likely. How much larger? I'm not entirely sure. I know Mac Rumors had some sizes listed, but they're supposed to be larger displays on the new Pro phones.
Are the actual phones going to be bigger, or are they just?
I'm going with the display, but the rumor is that the phones are going to be a little bit larger to accommodate the larger screen. Yeah.
I don't understand why they do that. It's big enough for me. All right. My second pick is that there's going to be a new Apple Watch SE. So they're going to rev that model, and it's going to be updated and new and still be the cheapest option.
All right. And
for all those people that buy Apple Watches for their kids.
There hasn't been any solid rumors of this on my next pick yet, outside of the fact that the inventory at the Apple stores are starting to diminish. But I think we're going to see a new iPad mini at this event. I don't assume it's going to get a lot of time, but I think they're going to announce it. So I'm not. What are they going to say about it? Maybe it gets a M series chip, so it can run Apple Intelligence, and but it's going to be good old iPad Mini that we know and love.
Are we taking the 24-hour rule into effect here?
Oh, we can. I don't know that we'll necessarily see. Do you think there would be a press release instead of an announcement?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm thinking that's less likely, but we'll keep the 24-hour.
I'm just trying to help you out here, man.
We'll keep the 24-hour rule in effect.
Okay. My third pick is that there will be new AirPods. AirPods 4 is what the rumor mills have them designated as. But yes, a new set of AirPods will be.
So for clarity,
released.
If the AirPods Pro or AirPods Max are updated, not the base level AirPods, you don't get a point for this, or we don't get points for this.
In the spirit of the pick, yes, I would not get those.
So you're looking
because those
at,
are technically AirPods, but yeah, no, I'm talking about the little white earbuds.
Okay. So, all right, and then I've got a new design for the Apple Watch. So there's been rumors that they're going to go a little flatter. Some rumors that they're going to make the screen a little taller. But there's going to be something's going to be different about the design. I don't think it's going to be drastically different, but that somehow the watch itself will have a slightly different design from what it has now. So.
And you're talking purely physical dimensions, not software stuff.
Yeah, physical dimensions. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Very good. Let's see. My next pick. Ooh, all right. Here we go. Tim Cook is going to wear one of the new watch bands that is released for the fall.
Okay. Now, this has to be provable. This has to be, we need to see it clearly and know that it's clearly one of the new Apple Watch bands. So this has to be a new Apple Watch band that is announced in this event.
Yeah, and so here is where I'm relying on the 24-hour rule.
Okay,
is I'm going to be able to go to the website, look at the new watch bands, and then pull up the video, take a screenshot of Tim's arm, and match it with one of the watch bands that's released.
Okay, might be hard to prove, but if you can prove it, we'll go with it.
Come on, bright yellow or something really obvious.
All right. My last pick for this part of it, for our 5 picks, is a new kind of brown bronze color for the iPhone Pro. This has been rumored. I think they were going to call it like Desert Titanium or something like that. That's the rumored name for it. But it's going to be kind of a bronzish. They're calling it the Zune iPhone, brown iPhone. So, but I'll throw that in as my last pick for this section of our picks.
All right. And my final pick before we get into the Buck Wild is that the event will be less than 90 minutes long.
Okay. I can see that happening.
I hope it is.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, what are we doing here, folks?
And then our Buck Wild picks are going to be scored. We'll get double points. So if we decide we want to put 3 points of our budget on this, we get 6 points value out of it. So if it happens, should we lose points if we don't get it?
Of course.
Okay,
let's make this one really worth it.
This is the one that if you're going to put the points on it, you better get it. So I put down there will be a new orange Apple Watch Ultra band. Now, the last 2 Apple Watches have had a band that was all orange. And part of that is because of like the alert orange color with the action button and just the idea that there's a specific alert orange color that you see a lot with off-roading and with, people who do a lot of hiking and stuff like that. It's a thing. But I think we're going to see a new band that is all orange. I'm not talking has orange in it, but is all orange.
Okay.
Because I have to have an orange pick. You know that.
All right. And my Buck Wild pick is that the action button will be on all models of the iPhone 16.
All right. Those are the picks. Now we got to figure out what point values we want to ascribe to these picks. And I think this is where the gamesmanship comes in a little bit because we've got 12 picks and 20 points. So, and we can put 0 points on a pick. I will say that because there's a couple of them in here. I think I'm going to put 0 points on because I don't have a ton of confidence in it. But, so do you want to start with my picks and kind of run down your picks, or maybe
Sure,
we can go back and forth again and
no, let's do yours and then we'll do mine.
Okay. So all iPhones will have at least 5 times optical zoom. Well, because I'm owning that pick, I'm going to give that 2 points. And it looks like you gave it 1. So not a lot of faith in that.
No, but on the off chance that you're right, I do want a point.
Pro phones will have larger displays. I think that's a pretty good chance we're going to see that. I was going to go 4, but when I saw you go 5, I thought I better go 5.
Yeah, this one feels like a slam dunk.
New iPad Mini. I think this is going to be my hero pick, so I think I need to give a couple points to this at least. So I'll do 2 points.
I did 0. I'm not confident that they're going to announce it now. I'm sure they're coming. I just don't know if this is the time they're going to do it.
Okay. And understand, if we get to your side of the picks and we start looking at them going, oh shoot, we're running out of points. Well, we can go back and make some modifications. We don't have to stick to this. So if that helps. So, new design for the Apple Watch. I'm going to go 3 points on that. I'm going to go 2. Bronze colored iPhone Pro. Let's see. What have I spent so far? Okay, I've got a little bit left for your side of the bracket here. I'll do 2 points on that. You're going 0 on that. So that means after those 5 picks, I've got 7, 8, 9, 12, 14 points that I've spent so far. And you've got
of your 20?
6. you got 8 points that you spent on my picks so far. So so you're at 8. I'm at, what did I say?
14.
14. Okay, so I got 6 points left to spend on yours. So,
well, we haven't even done your Buckwild one yet.
Oh, you're right. No, I think I'm gonna have to trim some of these back a little bit. Let's take a couple points back there. Take a point back there, so that should free up 3 more points for me. So I should be at 11.
Correct.
All right. Okay, so the changes I made, I moved my the 5 times optical zoom to 1 and 1 for the new Apple Watch design. I think that's where I took my points back. So, all right, your side of the bracket.
Are we not doing your Buckwild pick? Or are we doing those at the end?
Let's do those at the end.
Okay. All right. iPhone 16 Pro has a capture button. All right. I went with 2 and Mitch went with 3.
Yep.
So I have 10 points left to spend on 1, 2, 3, 4 regular picks and 2 Buckwild picks. Okay. Man. All right. New Apple Watch SE is the next pick. Mitch says 0.
I say 0. I don't think we're gonna get.
I'm gonna go with 1.
Okay.
Because I gotta hold on to the points for the ones that I'm pretty confident. The next one is new AirPods.
I'll give that 1 point.
Okay, Mitch went with 1. I went with 2. Tim Cook wears a new watch band.
I'm giving that 0.
Says 0. He has not much confidence in my picks. I'm gonna go with 2 on that one. So I was at 8, 10, 11, 15. I have 5 points left. Okay, I'm gonna go with 1 on that. So I have 6 points left. The event will last less than 90 minutes.
All right, where am I at with points here? I think I got 5 points left. So that's a tough one.
I'm going with 3.
All right, I think I'm going to go with 2. And that leaves me 3 points left over for the Buckwild picks. So I'm going to give myself a point. And I think yours is more plausible. So I'll give you 2 points for the action button on all models of the iPhone, which of course double. So once we get these filled in, I think we'll just double them in the thing. So, all right. Are you good with that?
Yep, I'm just making sure I spent all 20 of my points, which I did.
Okay. All right.
And so for the Buckwild, I went with 0 on Mitch's orange band, and I went with 3 on the action button for the iPhone, for all iPhones.
All right. And I doubled the point values in that in our table so that there's no confusion next time when we come back to these.
Nice.
So, all right. You feeling good about that?
Yeah, we went really fast, but I sometimes maybe that's better than overthinking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. And I think doing it this way kind of evens out the point values a little bit. So we both bring something to the table, and then we can decide who deserves the points. So, or what picks at least deserve the points.
Well, so I'm looking at this right now, and there's like new iPad Mini and the new bronze color on your side could sway things either way, right or wrong, because you put 2 points on each and I put 0 on both of those. So if you get one or both of those, that's a potential 4-point swing for you.
Right.
And if you get them wrong, well, it doesn't hurt you at all because I don't get any of the points. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I'm looking on my side, and there's only ever 1 point difference. So this is going to be interesting.
All right. Well, let's see how this plays out this time, and if this is a fun way to do it, we can kind of modify how we put the picks in too. Maybe we can just agree upon a list of picks and then give them point values or something like that in the future. But I'm trying to find a little bit more of a novel way to do our picks going forward. So,
Yep.
all right, cool. I think that kind of wraps up most of what we were going to do for today. Did you have anything you wanted to bring to the show today?
No, I mean, the event's in a couple of days, so we'll know soon enough if we allotted points correctly.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun to kind of break down the event and talk about all the stuff that was announced and what we like about it, what we don't like about it. It'll be good.
Okay.
It's been a while since we had the chance to dissect announcements and new products and that sort of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And I've been more excited about the Apple Watches as of late than really what they do with the iPhones, because I think there's still some interesting stuff they can do with the Apple Watch. I'm still really, really high on the Ultra. I haven't bought one because it hasn't I haven't been in a position where it made sense to do it yet. But I still really like it. I'm still really interested in getting something like that. So at some point, but
maybe the new watch band, if it comes out, will be enough to push you over the edge.
Maybe having a third option for orange. So on the subject of watch bands, when I took my job at the dealership, I needed to get some new watch bands, or at least a new watch band, because most of my watch bands I really like the white with the black Apple Watch. So I had a lot of white bands, but they had gotten rather dirty working in the receiving department, where at Home Depot, where it was messy and dusty and stuff like that. I don't work there anymore, so I can say that now, I think. But I decided to try one of the old leather bands, the leather link bands. There's not many of these left to purchase. The colors are very restricted if you go on Amazon and look for them, because Apple doesn't offer them anymore. So you got to look for them where people are selling them. But I really like this watch band. I haven't taken the watch band off since I got it. So it's been on this watch ever since, and I really like it. It's really good. So hopefully they do something like that, because I'm not sure whether or not they're going to stay on the fine woven train from last year, because there's just been so many issues with the cases, just looking like garbage after a few months. So
whoopsies.
Yeah. So it just wasn't very durable. So, and first thing I did when I went to look for a case for my 15 Pro Max was go out and find a leather case for it. So I got it through Nomad, and I like it a lot. It doesn't feel as supple leather as maybe I'd like it to, but it feels good. I like it. So anyway, all right. You want to talk about what's delighting us today?
Let's.
All right. Cam, what is delighting you today?
Oh man, football and good soccer is back. Like, I'll watch the MLS playoffs, which start in a little bit, because playoff sports is just fun. But proper European soccer is back. My team, Arsenal, is off to a great start. Well, a good start. They tied a game that they probably should have won. But football's back. The NFL starts tonight. College football is already in swing, and it just, it makes me happy that I get to watch sports and teams that I like, and I don't have to wait for it anymore. College football is a long wait, man, between the end of the season and the beginning of the next. So
yeah,
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the new soccer season. It's going to be good. Now I have months of sports ahead, and that makes me happy.
Yeah. And the Packers play in Brazil tomorrow
Sao
night.
Paulo. Yeah, tomorrow. They're playing who are they playing?
That's a good question.
The Eagles? I think it's the Eagles.
I think that sounds right. I could look it
Yeah,
up.
they're playing in Sao Paulo, which, friends, is the largest city in North and South America. So there you go.
All right.
Take that, New York.
That should be interesting. So, and I was thinking because when WWE has been doing its PLEs overseas, they changed the times that we can watch them in. And I was thinking, oh, when are they going to play it like a really weird time? And they're, you know what? They're not like that far off time wise as we are. So I'm not sure if it's the same time zone, but it's not far off from where we're at. So maybe
I think isn't it
maybe.
like 5 o'clock Central or something like that? The game?
No, I thought it was like 7.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay, it's later. All right.
I'll double check, but
yeah,
I didn't think
Sao Paulo's.
I didn't think it was that late. Well, apparently I'm not mowing the lawn today.
Is it raining?
Just started raining. Son of a gun. Did I say that on the show? Did I tell?
No, I think that was beforehand.
It was beforehand. Yeah. So I was going to mow the lawn today, and it looks like it's raining outside now. So, and I haven't mowed the lawn in a while, so it needs it really bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now, and I think Sao Paulo is probably an hour ahead of Eastern time, so it'll be 2 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
Because it's further east. Sao Paulo.
Man, can't catch a break. All right. Anyway.
What's delighting you?
You know, I had to think through this a lot because I really, my wife and I have really spent some time like not trying to buy a whole lot of stuff lately. You know, so there hasn't been like a new gadget to talk about or anything like that. I mean, there's been a couple of shows that we watched recently that I really enjoyed. By the way, Jackpot on Amazon is hilarious. Is
that the one that John Cena's in?
That's the one with John Cena. Yeah, it was a fun movie. And there's been a couple other shows that we've been watching. Ring of Power's back. So
yeah. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list. Because I was rewatching season 1.
Yeah.
Before season 2, so I'm excited for that though.
Yeah, and trying to think of what else we've watched lately that we've enjoyed. Time Bandits on Apple TV Plus. It's like a 9-episode show. Yeah, it's based on the same story as the movie that was out years ago, really decades ago. That maybe you're not familiar with it, but it was like a really kitschy kind of like Monty Python-esque movie. And this show is very Monty Python-esque in its humor. So it was fun.
Then I'll love it.
Yeah. But the one thing that came to mind right away, and it's something that I've looked at the dealership, or that's from work. The job itself, I really enjoy doing. Some of the stress that comes along with it makes it really tough and really makes it a job. But one of the perks that we get is, at least with one of the brands that we carry, we get a debit card that when we sell something and we get a positive review, we get spiffed on it. So I get bonus money that I can then go and use on whatever I want, because that's the agreement I have with my wife. And so might have enough money here by sometime in October to be able to get a PlayStation 5, which has been a goal of mine for a while, because I need a stress reliever for work now. And, you know, I've done that in the past and it's worked out really well. So, and there's a handful of games that I really want to play. So, so the idea of being able to get some of this cash to be able to do some stuff that I want to do again, has gotten me a little delighted. So I don't know if it's for me, but it's fun. So I'm looking forward to fall, but fall's not here yet. So
true. It's coming though.
Mm-hmm. All right.
PlayStation 5. Come on, man.
Well, are you an Xbox person?
No, I have a PS4. That's all. I'm just jealous. That's all. I bought the PS4 when the PS5 came out because they knocked the price down, you know?
Yeah.
But it is beginning to show its age.
So the question is, do you go with a digital edition or the edition with the disc drive in it? I know where I stand.
A disc drive. Why would you need a disc drive?
Well,
I mean, I have a box full of DVDs that I legitimately have not touched since I moved over a year ago. Like, I have them, but I never ever use them. And frankly, I don't think I don't have anything that plays DVDs.
Yeah, so this would be for the games, buying the games on disc.
You want to buy them on disc so you can resell them later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the past, that's how I basically financed my my gaming. Is I get like 2-3 games, and then when another game comes out that you want, you can collect a few games that you want to sell. And I mean, you're not making money doing it, but if you can buy a game for $50-$60 and turn around and sell it back for 30, or put it on eBay for $30 or $40 or something like that, it helps to kind of supplement the purchase of new games. So you're not spending $60 on every game, so where if you buy digitally, also the other thing that I've noticed, especially with Nintendo, and I'm not sure if it's the same with Xbox and PlayStation, but the digital games really don't get the discounts that the disc version do. So, like Gran Turismo right now is selling pretty much everywhere for about $51 instead of the $60 or $70 when it came out. So if you go onto the PlayStation Marketplace or whatever they call it to purchase the digital version of it, my expectation would be that it's still at full price. So from a money standpoint, I think it makes far more sense to buy the discs, even though it's a little bit less convenient because you've got to swap out discs. But then you also, on both platforms, you have either the Xbox Game Pass or the PlayStation Plus, where you can subscribe for $10-$15 a month and get and select from a large library of games that you can download to it as well. So there's different options. I'm not against buying digitally if it's a game that I know that has a lot of replay value. But there's been games like the last time when I bought Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, GameStop was running a deal that if you brought in 2 of a select list of games for the Switch, and I happen to have 2 of them, if you brought those in, they gave you $50 towards not Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom. And so I paid $20 for Tears of the Kingdom. Well,
you played the crap out of that game, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm over 200 hours in the game, and I wouldn't say that I've stopped playing it, but I'm on break right now, so I haven't played it in a while. But I still have it. I'm still interested in it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah. Well, and like me, I'm like that all makes sense, but like I played the same 3 games and that's it. Like I play Fortnite, I play FIFA, and I play NHL, and occasionally I'll play Madden. Right? But like I don't buy I'm still on FIFA 21. I don't why I don't need to buy the new one. Fortnite's free, right? And so yeah, I paid for FIFA and I paid for Madden, I paid for an NHL. But again, like I think my Madden is like Madden 22, and I haven't upgraded because I don't like. Why? What's the point?
Yeah.
To get newer stats on the players, like I don't care. I don't play online. I just do the dynasty mode because I'm an old man. Like I don't need that stuff. But for someone like you who plays a lot more games, you're approach makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, because if I haven't played Madden in a while, which I've played Madden in the past, but let's say I bought the game and it's been 6 months since I played it, I can throw it up on eBay and maybe get $20 for it, or more, depending, and then ship it off. And of course, a little pro tip if you're using eBay, make sure that you tick the box that says no refunds, because that bit me a few years ago. Or several years ago, I should say, because some dude complained that a game wasn't working that I sold him. So to save my reputation on eBay, I took it back, and just to find out that it was just fine. He probably just copied it and then complained it didn't work. So, but if you tick the box that says no refunds, then you kind of avoid some of those types, because they're probably just going to refund it anyway. But yeah. All right. Well, if that's about it for us today, we can wrap her up. It's going to be a short show today. But if you are interested in finding out more about Cam and I, you can certainly check us out online. The Inner Dialogue podcast is at innerdialogue.show. And you can find out more about me at mitchcraig.online. And where can people find you, Cam?
CamBrennan.com.
Indeed. All right, Cam, were you watching any good TV lately?
I've been looking for the next show, and it's going to be Rings of Power.
Yeah.
But again, I'm rewatching the first season, just so I don't miss any subtle things.
Oh, did we talk about the Acolyte got canceled?
It did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes. And the two ladies that were so vocal about this show, it would be the director, showrunner, or whoever she is, Leslie, I'm forgetting her last name now, and the star of the show, the two of them have just lost their minds. Like they've been on social media making all kinds of claims about it got shut down because it's racist, or because the nerds can't handle homosexuality or whatever. Because that was something, it wasn't in the show, but the main character, the main actress in the show is out as lesbian. There's the Leslie is lesbian, and so they've made lots of comments before the show came out and afterwards that nerds just can't handle that. When it was just a bad show. It was a bad show. Like, it wasn't good. I can give you a whole list of reasons why it wasn't good. I mean, your choices are your choices, but I was like, it just wasn't a good show, and it didn't have to be about that either. If there was any vitriol from people online, they created it. It had, it didn't have to be about any of that. So, but yeah, it's been canceled, and it's been kind of interesting to watch the reactions about it. So, but
no, I hadn't heard that. That's funny though.
Mm-hmm. Are you cleaning out your nails with a knife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
That seems ill-advised.
What?
That seems ill-advised.
Hasn't bit me yet.
I'm not going to say I've never done it, but anyway. All right, man. Well, it's been fun. We will hopefully be back in a couple of weeks to score we'd have the option to record next week if you want, but up to you. We can talk about that off the air, but we will at least be back with you guys in a couple of weeks to score our predictees. And yeah, so all right, we'll see you guys back here next time. Later, Cam.
See ya.
Peace.